Hey, USKMA affiliates, Will Schneider, Elite Martial Arts, Richmond and Berea in Kentucky. Coming soon, Winchester Elite 3. Anyway, doing the monthly video here on management and a little bit of marketing as well. I'm leaving actually my Berea school right now. That's why you see me in the vehicle this time. I'm heading to the Richmond location right now. We're having a good month in October. Obviously, you always want to do better and do more, but we had a good month. So anyway, a couple things for you. Number one, I'll start with management. Make sure that you are reconciling your bank statement every single month. I have 4 that I do. Make sure you're looking at your profit loss, okay? There's a book out there really good called Profit First, okay? And basically you get the idea. You have to make a profit. You know, I know a lot of guys, the question is, how many students do you have? You know, how big of a school do you have? I'm like, what are we measuring here, okay? In the end of the day, when you sign a lease, you are a capitalist, you're in the for-profit business. So hopefully we're good at it, right? We all have ups and downs. But make sure the profit is there. I know guys that are running huge dojos, huge student accounts, gyms, whatever you want to call them, but yet their profit margin is not there, you know? And I know like this year, whenever I expanded one of my locations, then went back and basically redid the current location a little bit, gave it a facelift, yeah, my expenses were a lot higher. So make sure every month, write this down, make sure that you are looking at your profit loss sheet with you, your GM, your CPA, your wife, your boyfriend, whoever you got. Make sure you're doing that, okay? Because, you know, in the end, you got to make a profit. All right, next thing, so let's talk about marketing. 3 things that we'd recommend that you do. I'd recommend that you start doing. Number 1, make sure you have a referral contest. You're going to hear me say that every single month. This end of the year, November, December, we're doing an XXL bag, you know what I'm saying, from Century. Our colors are blue and black, so we're going to give that away. And we're going to buy it now. Yes, spend the money. Buy it now, put it in your lobby. That way everybody sees what you're doing, and they all see it. That way it's tangible as opposed to something they get, you know, at the end of the contest. So do that. It costs you a couple $100. That's got to be the cheapest new recruiting you're ever going to do. Number 2, for marketing for new people, and again, listen to Chuck. I mean, he knows his stuff as well. Number 2, make sure that you guys are doing Facebook ads, okay? Now, granted, there's a certain way of doing it. We're all learning how to do it better, but make sure you're running ads all the time, okay? And the third thing that I would say, in fact, I just went over this in my with my staff the other day, both the chiefs, and I call it the priest syndrome, okay? I know Slane's probably going to laugh at this one. What I mean by that is, if you notice, when you go to church, at the end of service, most of the time, the preacher, the priest, whoever, is in the front at the exit or the entrance waiting on you, right? And what are they doing? They're kissing babies, they're shaking hands, they're giving you a hug, whatever, and they're just giving that little customer service, okay? Make sure we're doing that. I don't care if you're trying to be a tough guy Kravis or a Dove Tai Chi guy, right? I don't care what you're doing. Just make sure, though, at the end of the class that we're giving that customer service. You know, Slane talks about it a lot. You know, make sure we're there. You know, hey, good seeing you today, Bobby. If you're in the karate business like I am, say, hey, little Johnny did good in his side kicks today. If it's the adults, hey, Mr. Johnson, you did a great job kicking a little higher today, getting better on that. So I know it may not be a direct marketing thing, but it is, because good retention is marketing. And again, they say the average dojo, gym, I don't know their numbers, but dojo business loses between 3 to 5% of their student base a month. 3 to 5. And Juan and I were talking about this last year in New Orleans, about the same thing. 3 to 5%. Well, you say, well, that's not much. Well, buddy, at 5%, that's 60% of your students a year that you are turning over. So if you signed up nobody the whole year, you just lost 60% of your clientele. Kind of scary, isn't it? So really work on customer service. Yeah, getting new students is highly important. Keeps things open, especially if you're cashing your members out. Better watch that if you're doing too much of it. But make sure, though, that you're keeping the door, that bucket closed as much as you can on your current students. And we're doing some new things on that, too, that I'll probably share in the future with you that we're doing to help with that, including student surveys, stuff like that. So, again, to recap today, number 1, make sure you're profitable. Every month is your job, not someone else's, your job to check that. Number 2, make sure you have a referral contest. Use our ideas if you want. If you got a better idea, let me know, please. Okay, the next one, make sure you're running Facebook ads, okay? Do that all the time. And then your last one, the priest syndrome. At the end of class, make sure you're accessible. Make sure you're up front. Tell them they had a good day. And ask them when they're coming back to class. We're going to see you again. Because you want everybody training at least twice a week. All right, guys, hope you have a great day. And if you got any questions, let me know. Go see everybody at CrovCon. It was a ball. Had a great time. And we will chat at you soon.